Hello, my marvelous sausages. Now, one of the best exotics in the game is the Lament Sword. It's got lots of built-in perks which are really useful all the way through to end-level stuff. First of all, you've got Banshee's Wail, so you hold to rev the blade, and it adds shield piercing, so it's anti-barrier as well. You gain stacks when dealing damage with the revved attacks, and additional stacks increase the damage and damage resistance of heavy attacks as well. Plus, there's two other things in you which make this brilliant. You've got your tireless blade, sworded ammo granted for every other powered sword kill, and you've also got revved consumption as well, so when you kill people, you get healed too. This is so good in endgame content, particularly in dungeons, legend lost sectors, master lost sectors, or anywhere you find barrier champions. Well, this is the guide for you. It's a solo guide, and it'll walk you through every step to get the Lament. So the first thing you need to have done is to have completed the Beyond Light campaign. Once you've done that and gone to see Zavala, the quest becomes available at Banshee 44 in the tower. Pick that baby up and get yourself underway. So the first part of the quest you've got for the Lost Lament is this bit. We've got to find 3 dead exos on Europa. So we'll collect the task, here it goes, and we're on our way. So our beaming insight is here, but we're going to be going to Cadmus Ridge, and then we're going to make our way to the Perdition Lost Sector, and then we're going to have a quick look in Bray Exoscience as well, for all 3 of them. So here we go. Right, so here we are, and there's Varix there. So we're going to make our way to Cadmus Ridge. If you're not very familiar with it, we just want to go up this way here, and then we'll get there. I'm doing this now with a new Guardian as well. I've kind of restarted my entire Destiny journey on a separate profile on the PlayStation 5. So basically, I'm at a very low power level, so we're going to see how we do with this entire quest. But here we are, look, coming into Cadmus Ridge. Now, the first one we want, very easy to find, and it's out in the open as well. So you want to come this way here. Yes, hello, jump up here. I've only just had my no time to explain. Look, I'm going to start using this again. Anyway, we're heading up to this ridge here, and we're going to see one poor snowbound fellow up here. So there we go. Here is dead exo number 1. So we'll pick that one up. Now, when you activate it, you're going to get a bit of dialogue as well. Yes. There we go. So that's that message from that dead exo. Now, next, we're going to make our way over to the Lost Sector, the Perdition Lost Sector. Oh, it's disappeared. Hang on, let's wait for the storm to clear. There we go, it started to clear, so let me show you where we're headed. We're headed over to that cave there. Look, you can see the legend, oh, it's not legend Lost Sector, it's just the Lost Sector logo there, so we'll get on our Spiro. Now, I thought it'd be easier to do these because they're all kind of in the same location, so you don't have to fart around on a big trip. But this bit, of course, we need to go into the Lost Sector and kill everybody in there, which isn't too bad. They're nice and easy to do, really. Plus, you'll get a little bit of treasure at the treasure, a reward from a chest. So just make your way through the Lost Sector right to the end. So there we go. That's every git killed. Now, instead of running straight out, you want to come here, look, and you can see here is the next dead exo. Pick them up. Listen to the doodahs. Right, okay. That's that miserable poor bugger. There they go. Ta-da. Now, next, we're off to Bray Tech Exoscience. So we want to make our way back out here. Don't forget to pick up your goodies on the way out, yeah, because oh my god, was that worth it? Mother, is it worth it? Right, so we're going to go out of here and then back out into Cadmus Ridge, where we're going to head over to Bray Tech Exoscience, just on the way in there. So, not all the way down, though. It's not actually too far. It's not too bad. I love Europa. It's my favourite destination. It's all snowy and kind of reminds me of Hoth on Empire Strikes Back. In Empire Strikes Back as well, yes. And I just love the whole idea with it. I just wish they used it more since, but of course they haven't. But never mind. Here we are back in Cadmus Ridge. Once we're out here, you can get back on your Sparrow now, and we're going to head our way directly over there, look. Not too bad to find our way here. Just meander your merry way through here. Follow the gits. Don't forget to run over the fallen if you can. I mean Elixir, yes. And we're going to go into the main entrance here. And then we're going to go down here. And through here. And oh my goodness me. Oh my god, I'm getting my... It's a right phallus, this Sparrow, isn't it? Look at it. It's just easier to jump down rather than riding in on my golden phallus. Yes, here we go. Bray Exoscience. This is where we need to be. There's some form of mission going on there, but we're not to worry about that too much. There we go. And that's something else kicking in. Don't worry, that's got nothing to do with what we have to do here. Want to take a right, go into the main room here. Kill the Gittage, of course, which is there. Lovely, yes. I believe this is to do with... the activating the transmog. That's the dialogue you can hear here first of all. But we're not here for that. We're here for the exos. Now you can see there are exos spread around the room. Look, there's 1, 2 there. There's a couple there. There's a couple there. But the one you want is a glowing one. And there we are. Look, they're crumpled up in the corner here. Poor old thing. So you do that. And that will be your 3 dead exos located for the Lost Lament quest. And now it's on to find the giant exo hidden head in the facility. Now, if you want to track the location of it, you can come into the quest itself. You can either find it here on your front page or on the second page there. It's called the Lost Lament. Put your little green box around it like that. And there we go. It'll be highlighted on your map as to where to go. But if you look on the area map as well, you can see we've got a little flag here, Lost Lament, which is where we need to go. So we're going to get here from this area that we're in now. So you just pop out here, and then we're going to make our way around to this massive head. This is a little bit of a run, but this is why I've done the exos coming this way, because it's all on our way then to where we want to go. So if this is the first time you've been here, drink it in. It's absolutely lovely around here. It's one of my favourite places. You can shoot people as you're going, of course, or you can just run straight through. We'll probably run straight through. Look, I'm doing something here for the Exo Stranger. We can unseal this as well, if this is your first time here. Nothing to do with my no time to explain catalyst. It's all happening now. We want to unseal this as well. This is why you need to have completed the Beyond Light quest as well, because you need to unseal these as you're going. Right, so let's go down here. It's a little bit of it's a slight little bit of a run, but there we are. You can see the marker on the map. I'm sure I said this the last time I do it, right? But this reminds me of 2001 and all that stuff. Yeah, so we won't bother. Oh, see, I wish you could jump on those, look. But you can't. We're going this way. We're going to go jump down through the elevator shaft here. Jump down elevator shaft and turn around. Don't hurt your ankles, although you can't have falling damage. You can have falling damage, but you can't die anymore. Right, we've got various gits in here now. It's up to you if you want to shoot them, but we're still going to be making our way all the way along to the end of this area. And the best way to do this is to go over here to this gantry and then drop down from the gantry. And then we'll drop down and make our way along. So, you can see there's an area we can drop down on here. Just jump through here. Ooh, look, we've got these things here. These are for various other activities as well. You want to jump down here and all the way down here. Now you want to go. Ooh, I forgot I was on a Titan then. There we are. Right, okay, jump across here. Not too far. Now, the reason why I said that then is because with a Warlock, when you do a Warlock jump and you just tap the X button in mid-jump, they sort of just stop dead. Whereas Titans, they've almost got like retro boosters that slows them down. So they kind of go and slow down slowly. Anyway, here we go. Through here. Not too far now to have a chin wag with the massive noggin. It's a massive noggin. That's from So I Married an Axe Murderer, and I haven't seen that for years. It's really difficult to find that around the place as well. Sorry about the asides, but I'm just talking rubbish to you while we're running. Nearly there. There we go. Here is the massive Braytech head who's going to chin wag with us about our next steps of our Lost Lament quest. Here we go. I love this thing. It's great. Activate AI. Uh-oh, AI. It's all happening, kids. Now, you're going to have to engage with conversation a couple of times with him before the next step actually turns up. So let's have a little look now. Our next step here, let's go down here so it's easier to see. We've got to defeat 100 Vex with swords, which is very, very irritating. But our best friend doing this will be the Perdition Lost Sector that we just came through, look. So this Lost Sector here, we're going to go back there because it's entirely populated with Vex. So let's pop here and I'll give you a few tips as we're going. The other thing you might find is that you think, hang on a minute, I haven't got a sword, governor. And if you haven't got a sword, check your post office, just in case. Also check your vault in case you put one in. But if push comes to shove, which you can always do this, go to your weapons in the collections, go over to heavy, go over to swords, and anything that you've earned there that doesn't have randomized perks, you can pick from here. So unfortunately, look, I'm kind of stuck here. I can't pick these up. You can also try and get one through various other means, but what I'm going to do is just pick up one of these blue ones here. There we go, great, lovely. I don't really care what it is, because you're going to find it pretty easy to kick their faces in anyhow. A few quick tips for making this as painless as possible. First of all, make sure you put some heavy ammo finders in so you can pick up some sword ammo. Sword attacks, though, even if you don't have any ammo, still can kill, and they do count as well. If you're looking for a nice glut of heavy ammo, when you come back out of the Perdition Lost Sector, and you see a public event in play, or just about to start, go to the flag and collect the flag, and that'll give you full super and full heavy ammo capacity too. It didn't take me too long. It was about 2 and a bit runs, and I got the 100 kills sorted. Now then, you need to acquire and complete the listed quests from Commander Zavala and Varix to prove yourself the Clovis AI. So we've got to do 3 different quests. Now, you may have actually completed some of these quests already. They're from Varix's quest line here. We've got Reclaiming Europa, Empire's Fall, and the Dark Priestess. So what you need to do, I'm doing it from the beginning, so I'm going to have to do all of them. But you first of all come to Varix the Loyal. Hello, Varix! And he'll have a new quest for you to pick up. This one is called Reclaiming Europa. That's the one. Yes, this is the first one we need to get in order to knock those 3 out of the park. So here we go. Reclaiming Europa. Complete the Sabotaging Salvation mission. Okay, to do this. So we'll accept this, and then we have to complete that. Complete the Sabotaging Salvation mission. So we'll have a little look and see where we can find that. That's probably popped up on the map somewhere. There we go. There it is, all the way up in Reese Reborn. So we need to make our way up there. So we can stick it on as on a waypoint, but you need to get to this place from Eventide Ruins. So let me show you how to get there. We've just got a landing zone there as well. That landing zone doesn't actually appear until you complete Beyond Light, you know. Now here we are in Eventide Ruins, and we want to go to Reese Reborn. We're just going to follow the marker. Now I'll show you how to go. It can be a little bit of a maze going this way, but we've got to do it. So this is the way we want to go. So first of all, we want to come up to the main building here. Ignore everything, don't have to shoot anything here. Just want to jump into the grav lift, and it'll shuck you off all the way up to the top, and then pop you out. Excuse me. And then we're going to go forward through this bit. It's such a shame, right, that you can't whip your Sparrow out here, but you can't. So you're just going to run all the way down this area, and that's it, really. The Lament is a tremendous sword, mind you. But I'm also, what I really like about this mission is the fact that it sheds a lot of light on who Banshee is, and lots of interesting backstory there. And you might look at the poor fellow in a different light once you get to the end. Well, anyway, here we are out in this bit. We've still got a ways to go. We're actually making our way up to that area there, look, because that's where the flag is to start the mission. So we just run through here, ignore every git who's shooting you in face. And go through the doors here. Shoot the Minotaurs. Yes, goodbye, Minotaurs. Very irritating. Through the opening door. Yes, good. And through this one here as well. And up the steps. Those 4 are for armor quests later on, if you're wondering what they are. So you can unlock some nice pieces of European armor. Here we go. Up the stairs. Double back on ourselves. Out the top way. You will find quite a few gittage here. But just punch them in the face if you don't like them. You know, who does? Hardy har har. And there we go. You can see that is where the flag is to initiate the Reclaiming Europa mission. So let's do it. The mission is pretty straightforward. Doesn't really require a guide to go all the way through. So just play it through. You'll enjoy yourself. It's nice and easy to do. And then you can pause the video here and then restart it once we get back to Varix to continue on. There's really not much to worry about in here. It's good fun. So that's that mission completed. Come back and speak to Varix. And then we'll have the next one to do, which is Empire's Fall, which is the next mission we have to complete. Purchase and complete 2 Sabotage quests acquired from Varix. So we acquire this particular mission and then do the Sabotage quests. Now these are in here, look, okay? And 2 Sabotage quests, basically one of these here. So you can either defeat combatants on Europa, unlocks an increased rate of earning Here Always pieces. And we've also got Europa Power 1, complete bounties acquired from Varix as well to do that. So you just need to complete these 2 in order to complete this step. So we've got to complete bounties acquired from Varix. So we've got to do 8 bounties from Varix, and we've got to do 50 targets on Europa, generally anywhere. Now, to do with the bounties, now, of course, you've got a weekly bounty there. Of course, we pick that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're 3 short, but remember, you've got the additional bounties from the dailies. These are 3 grand each. So just pick up 3 of these. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. Just work your way through the bounty. There's no fast way of doing this, really. Remember, of course, the weekly one will take the longest, and these extra ones will be the shortest. So maybe you might want to do more of those. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do, because I'll just do the weekly as I'm going, but I'm actually going to buy 1 more of these here, the additional bounties, to replace that weekly, so I don't have to work on that one. I'll just do that one as we go. And if you can, try and roll them all into one. done. So what I've got here, what I mean by that is we've got a sidearm here with 30 kills. We've got solar kills there. It doesn't have to be solar superpower energy. It can just be any solar damage. Auto rifles, kinetic weapons, heroic public events, kills the rocket launchers and lost sectors, defeat Fallen on Europa with solar damage, defeat Vex on Europa with solar damage as well, and that's that one there. So there's my 8. These are the 8 I'm going to be doing. So my loadout I've put on is covering all that. So I've got an auto rifle, I've got a solar sidearm if I've got it, I've got my solar energy on as well, and I've got a rocket launcher. If you've got a solar rocket launcher, even better, but of course it depends on what bounties you've got. But try and roll them all together so you get as much done in one go. So there we go, bounties done. Let's cash them in. Lovely. So we go and see Varix, and then we can reclaim both of these. So he offers you a token of his gratitude. So thanks very much. Oh, I got an exotic there, the colony, and some. Hey, this is good. See, it's well worth doing all these just for along the way. The colony's amazing. I'm gonna start using that, and we've had something else as well. Okay, we've unlocked Empire's Fall at the next step. So you can see here, again, it's in Reese Reborn, so we're going to have to make our way back up there. So here we are on the bridge. The last mission map was the mission map. The last mission flag was there. We're carrying on in now through here, so I'll walk you through this bit now. So we're going up to, it's like Technocrat's Iron, I think it's called. So we want to make our way right up to the top here, but we do have, you probably remember coming in here from a few different missions, we've got grav lifts here that are going to take us right the way up to the top again. Look, so we're going to come around here and go into the open grav lift. And that one will suck you off there. And then we want to go in this way, up the top again. Yes, and I believe we're going to be heading our way into a transporter. No, we're not. It's actually here, look, right in the top of the room. So there we go. Shoot the gits. Pick up anything you might want to. And instigate the Empire's Fall Aftermath mission. This is another nifty mission. There's a little bit of jumping in it and a little bit of sticking in arc charges, but there's nothing too complicated, really. You should just be able to play your way through. Just be warned right at the end, there is a bit of a tank, like a fallen walker. It's a little bit bullet spongy, but it's not too bad. You should be able to hammer that, no problem at all. Well, I did at my level anyway. What am I? I'm level 1757, so yes. And then that's when we complete the Empire's Fall part of it. And now the next thing we need to do is the Dark Priestess Empire Hunt. This is the one that opens up the Dark Priestess Empire Hunts for us. So, you need to collect that, and first of all, we need to collect Flecks of Dark from Fallen in Cadmus Ridge to learn about their plans. Precision final blows present a higher chance of finding them. So there we go, you're going to get a Biting Winds for this as well, which is a bow. So get something for precision kills and pop over to Cadmus Ridge and start killing some Fallen. There we go, 10 killed, and now we've got to defend the fleeing Fallen skiff. Now, these Fallen skiffs, they're in Eventide Ruins. So we're in Cadmus Ridge, so you can just follow your map. What we're going to do is we're going to make our way through this little crack here to the skiff, which is kind of like, it's not really a public event. It's not really a public event, but it does happen from time to time. It's like a... it's just like a random generated event, you know, it just happens now and again. I don't know what the special term is for those, but yes, it's an event that happens randomly within Eventide Ruins where you can evacuate this skiff, and this can happen pretty frequently up there, really, and you get some goodies for doing it as well, but it does figure in this particular mission. So, here we go. You can see now what's happening is that these doodahs are appearing, and we need to start off the mission by engaging with these things here. Let's kill that vandal idiot to get it going. And then it goes here, look. You've got the device here. It's full up, and you can see the skiff is being held by what looks like tractor beams. And there's 3 of these located around here. So what you need to do is just tamper with it. Mind you, tampering. Tamper it, look. And what'll happen then is Gittage will appear. And you've got to kill the big Gittage in order to get a code to stick back in this particular radar emitter coil thing. And you've got to do this 3 times. So here we go. You can see them coming off. Look. Ooh, sounds a bit rude. Let's use my new colony. Eat this. There we go. They're killed. And then we go and stick the code back into the emitter. And then that's deactivated that one. And then there are 2 others, which you can see. Look, there we are. There's one over there, and there's one over there as well. You can just about see the lasery sort of emitter field gravity thing. So basically do the same thing with both of those, and then we'll be diving into the Empire Hunt itself. So there we go. Last git killed. Disengage the emitter. And then you'll have the next quest. Then there we go. Gets released. Bye, skiff. Stop getting caught in the tractor beam, just sort of realised by now. So the next thing we need to do is go to the Dark Priestess. So that appears here in Eventide Ruins. You can stick the little waypoint marker on it because you don't want to get lost. Where is it? There we go. And we'll make our way over and start then the Cridis Empire Hunt. Or Curdis or Cridis, I think, isn't it? Yes. Here we go, and off we go. Now at our current level, this Empire Hunt is probably the trickiest part of the entire quest line. It's not too bad. The most difficult part is fighting Cridis right at the very end, because you've got platforms that you have to jump between. You have to destroy 3 servitors, which initiate the damage phase. Then you hit the damage phase, and then once you bring her down to a certain level, then the 3 servitors will reappear, and then you destroy them and rinse and repeat. The health that Cridis has got isn't too bad at all. You're going to knock her down really, really quickly. However, the problems you have are with being frozen mid-air, because Cridis has got an attack where she freezes you mid-air, and you can just plummet to your death between the gantries, which happen to be quite a lot. Plus, there's invisible marauders as well that are around you, and wretches. So if you get frozen in place, the wretches come and stab you with their pikes and kill you really quick. You got to keep an eye out for them. You got to keep an eye out for the invisible gits as well. So it is doable, and if you do die, you just restart at Turdis's particular checkpoint. I think I died about 4 times, but don't worry, you will do it. It is very, very doable once you learn the patterns of when they spawn in. And even then, it's not that long. You just want to hammer her as fast as possible to get the health down. A rocket launcher with some kind of tracking capability is very, very useful. Something that can clear crowds as well. You've probably got your Risk Runner by now if you're only kind of just starting into Destiny 2. That's handy for crowd control too. And maybe even a sword to kill the gits around you, because there's a lot of close range attacks. Make sure you don't leave. Stay till the end of the dialogue so it counts. Collect your bow and finish that particular quest. Now we're on to the next part, which is part of the Lost Lament quest line, which is what we're doing, of course, but it's also to unlock these things called exo challenges. So this is the next part, old secrets, new challenges. You need to acquire that mission, and we need to go and complete it. So if you go to the director, you can see here we've had a new thing appear on the map, old secrets, new challenges. Stick down a doodah and follow it there. This is all the way in Bray Exoscience again. So we are coming into Bray Exoscience in Cadmus Ridge. Let's wend our merry way there. Now, I'm not entirely sure how far this one is. Let's have a little look. It's probably, I'll wager, not too far from the big head chap again, like we've done before. But with any luck, it'll be right here in Bray Exoscience. Hang on, it's looking closer. It's looking a lot closer. Open Sesame. There we are. Look, it's actually in the office here, which is very, very good for us, yes. So these are the Exo Challenges, which rotate weekly, or at least they used to, and they do give you some decent stuff as well. But this is the introduction to them. There's 3 of them, so let's go into this one and see what's what and start the mish. Right, this one I've got is Simulation Safeguard. Let me know in the comments if you've got the same one or it's different. I'm assuming it's the same one for everyone, but we'll have to see. Let me know in the comments. Now, this Exo Challenge isn't so bad. You've got a ziggurat in front of you, and there's 3 platforms there. And what happens is Vex teleport in around the outside. They walk in and stand on the platforms. If they stand on the platform, the percentage keeps on coming down. If the percentage reaches 0, then that's it, you're buggered. You've got to start again. So you just got to take them out and stop the platforms being swamped. Keep an eye out on where they're coming from. So they seem to go from the left, then to the right, then to the left again, then to the right again, and then from both sides. Once you complete those waves, then you'll have a boss to beat at the end. But before you get to the boss part, if you do find that you are being overwhelmed by the Vex storming the platforms, you can shoot the little cubes that are floating in the sky. They will electrocute the Vex and fix them in place so you can take them out. You don't have to stand on the platform to administer the kickers. You can run around outside as well, but the platform does give you a good vantage point to take them all off from, and you can know then if somebody is actually standing there as well, because you'll see them. If you do get swamped, a sword is a good idea to chop the legs off the gits, but either that or something that damages in an area of effect. Maybe a Trinity Ghoul, maybe your Risk Runner, maybe your Le Monarch. Anything you've got that can give kick-ins to a group of gits is very, very useful. The boss fight isn't too bad. You've got a large Minotaur in the middle, and you've got 2 Cyclopses either side. Don't worry about the Cyclopses, just hammer the boss as fast as you can at the level you're at. You should kill them really, really quickly. It's quite good fun to do these, and these rotate on a weekly basis, and the missions will become available to you after doing this quest line. Lovely. Collect some lovely loot, There we go, and we've progressed to the next step. And this is very annoying. We've got to defeat Vex with finishers to satisfy the Clovis AI. Once again, the Perdition Legend Lost Sector is our best friend here because there's so many Vex in there. So just go and complete as many finishers on Gits as you can. Remember though, don't take in too powerful a weapon. Something like an auto rifle where you can just take off a little bit of health so it leaves them with the finisher flashing dot above their head and then finish them that way. I did 2 runs, I think, something like that, of the Perdition Legend Lost Sector, and that got me everything I need. People seem to be saying that the Minotaurs do give you a bit more. I couldn't find it myself, but they were red bars in there. It says more powerful enemies. So you can find a yellow bar Minotaur or something like that, then perhaps you'll get a larger percentage. But to be honest with you, just running through the Lost Sector and killing as many of the red bars as you can, 2 of those, you'll have it done pretty quickly. There we go, at last. Done. Access the strike, the Glassway, and locate the blades within. Now, there's nothing special you have to find during this Glassway strike. All you need to do, this is we're coming up to not far from finishing it off. Look, here's a Glassway strike on the director. You just need to complete this strike. Pretty straightforward. This one again, the part you need just drops once you've got the boss's health down to around about 1/3. So while you're making your way through the strike, there we are, look, Lost Lament, new step, head back to the tower, speak to Banshee about the broken blade, and there we go, we've got that there. So yeah, make sure you complete the strike though. Don't duck out, because it's not very polite, is it? No, yes. Yes, no, yes. So here we are, let's give the broken blade to Banshee and see what he's got to say. Well, not much as it happens. All he actually tells us to do, look, is, I'll go back to the details, search Eventide ruins for an abandoned bunker and explore inside. Now, this is just basically the bunker E15 Lost Sector. So what we need to do is go to the landing zone here at Eventide Ruins, and there it is, look, the bunker E15. I shall show you exactly how to get to it from the landing zone. So here we are at the landing area. All you want to do is just drop down, turn around, and go through that little tunnel there, and the bunker E15 will be straight ahead of you through this little gap here. So all you need to do is clear this out, I'd imagine. You can see them in these cages, look, so just unlock them with those bits there, and they'll help you through. There's a few guys locked in that chamber there, which is the one just before the last room. There we go, we've completed the bunker E15, open up the doodah, and this should progress us to the next step. Reforging the past to save Clovis Bray, for the Clovis Bray AI being destroyed. So, let's have a little look on the map where that appears. There it is, and it's a flag as well that we need to go to, so we can just stick a little waypoint on it, and we make our way to the flag. It looks like it's just outside here of the Eventide Ruins as we go out. So here we go, the Lost Lament quest is just outside basically where the Lost Sector was. It's probably a lot easier just to go back to the landing zone and come straight here. Right, let's start. This is the final quest of the quest line. You're going to get your Lament after doing this. This is a neat final mission with some amusing sections with a tank where you can run over some lovely Vex and let you enjoy that. And you do actually acquire the Lament at the end of the mission, but it's not over because you get to fight off hordes of Vex with it. So you get a chance to use your revving action and your blocking action and just generally getting a feel for it. So there's no real point in me giving you a guide to this. It's pretty straightforward and it just gives you the chance to get to grips with the Lament. Ooh, go and see Banshee in the tower yet again. You get a nice bit of story here as well about who Banshee is, which is excellent. And that's it. That's the Lost Lament finished, which was, well, quite a long-winded quest, but generally not too bad to do. And then you've also got this fantastic Lament sword, which you can fiddle around with. Don't forget as well, keep an eye out in Eververse for what you can get for Bright Dust, because there are some absolutely lovely, look at that, ornaments for the Lament. Totally fantastic. What's that one's called? That's called the Knight's Elegy or Elegy. You've got the Logic, look, which is like a taken bone. Not taken, what do you call them? Hive bone. And then the final one, which is Lath's Mercy. And that's pretty cool too. They're all very nice indeed. Get used to this. Get used to using it with the anti-barrier properties in it. And don't forget as well, it's also here, this one, sword ammo granted for every other powered sword kill. But also, damaging a combatant heals the wielder. So you do get health back with it. Now, of course, this is a new character I started, so I don't have anything. But you want to keep an eye out for a couple of exotic pieces of armor here. First of all, the Stronghold. Maximizes guard stats and equipped swords. You take reduced damage while blocking with a sword. Rapidly damaging targets after blocking shots with the sword. Grants restoration for a duration determined by the number of shots blocked. This is fantastic if you want to use it in tandem with the Lament, because you get health back, you get restoration, you get reduced damage. It's fantastically brilliant. And the other one as well is this one, the Ursa Furiosa. Moves faster while guarding when Sentinel Shield is active. Guarded damage converts to super energy when the super ends. So when you're going to be blocking with your Lament, you're going to be getting super energy from that as well. And it's a cracking looking set too. So there are two that are worth keeping your eye out for if you're a sword-wielding Titan Nightmare. You may be also looking to acquire some of the other really good exotics in Destiny 2. I've done guides for the Malfeasance, the Xenophage, and for the Wishender as well. And I'm having loads of reports from people who are finding the guides really, really useful. So they're all on the screen now. I'll also put them in the description too. Click on them, go get yourself some of the best exotics in the game. And if you found my guide useful or you enjoy the channel, don't forget to give me a like. That's really important for getting my Fizzog out there. And if you want to know the next time I drop something, I do weekly reset updates, I do Xur, I do weapon guides, and I stream as well and do other games. Give me a subscribe and hit the notification bell too. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage hurt.